Hey guys, how are you doing? I'm great, thank you so much for asking. I am back with another video. I feel like the lighting is different because I'm filming during the daytime. I usually film at night. But look, I didn't really want to talk about this because everybody has already offered their take, and I don't even really think I have anything new or interesting to say, but y'all keep hitting me up about Jordyn Woods. So we'll talk about Jordyn Woods. I don't even know what I have to say. We'll just see. It's just gonna come out. So my assessment of this whole Jordyn Woods situation is that she really pulled off an unlikely victory. I think it's pretty remarkable. And, you know, shout out to the Smiths for proving what power players they are in the market of not just media, but like social media saturation in particular. So, Jordyn Woods did something with Khloe Kardashian's baby daddy, and she was being dragged to hell and back. Now, when I first heard that Jordyn had hooked up with Tristan, I was like, oh, that sucks. You know, anytime people are cheating in public, you're like, oh, that sucks. But then my second thought was like, because first of all, anybody who pays attention to the Kardashians or social media or life in general knows that Tristan is a cheater, a habitual cheater, like a cheater as in he was out cheating less than 48 hours before Khloe Kardashian gave birth. He cheats. That's what he does with multiple people all the time. But then, you know, I don't really know anything about Jordyn Woods beside the fact that she is Kylie Jenner's long-term BFF. But I also feel like, and I put this on social media, commented under somebody's social media, like, there's no honor among thieves. Like, if that had happened in my friend group, it would be a huge problem because that's not how we roll. But over there, that's what they like. What do we know about the Kardashian Jenners? We know that they are clearly not afraid of, I feel like I didn't completely get off all of my mascara from last time, but you know, look, I'll just cover it up. What do we know about the Kardashian Jenners? We know that they can't be afraid of going under anesthesia because they are very fond of plastic surgery. You know, I have to be under general anesthesia for the first time next week, and I'm scared, but for them, it's nothing, okay? Surgery is every day. And we also know that they take people's men. Like, that's what they do. So, I'm supposed to be mad at Jordyn for playing the game? She didn't start the game. She just came into the game. Like, I'm not, you know, I'm not mad. Also, this is a 21-year-old woman, and y'all know I am team close your legs to married men, close your legs to men who are in committed relationships. Like, I do not give people an out for that. But despite the fact that I'm on team close your legs to married men, I'm also on team men are responsible for maintaining the sanctity of their relationship. So it's Tristan. And I went viral last week because Khloe, after Jordyn went on Red Table Talks, Khloe tried to tweet at Jordyn, "You're a liar, tell the truth, you're the reason why my family broke up." And it's like, girl, no, she's not. Now, she didn't help. She didn't help, but she is not the reason why your family broke up. Your family broke up because your baby daddy is cheating all the time in public. He's not even trying to hide it. And another thing that I thought was really interesting that we just kind of glossed over in that Red Table Talk interview was Jordyn saying, well, because she was in California when this happened, Jordyn saying, well, I was at his house. Now, why does have his own house in California away from where his baby mama and his baby live? Because he's cheating. To cheat. That's why. Now, is it inappropriate? Now, so Jordyn, I think it was good that she copped to the fact that, look, if we're cool, you don't need to be going over to my baby daddy's house and hanging out and hugging up on him and spending the night. Now, if we're cool, we're not going to remain cool if you do that. So, in the context of friendship, yeah, there's an issue there. But in the context of, like, just life, nah, right? And, you know, there's also the issue of, do we think Jordyn was being 100% honest? You know, it's hard for me to believe. Jordyn said all that happened was a kiss that was initiated by Tristan. Now, sister, I'm on your side. It's just hard for me to believe that we're going through all this over a kiss that you didn't even want to participate in. And you stayed over at his house, but nothing happened, and then there was just one kiss. Like, the math does not add up there. But I understand that if that is the story that you want to go with, that is fine. I'm just saying that my ears are listening, and my brain doesn't believe that we're going through all this because of a kiss that Tristan initiated and you didn't want no part of. My brain doesn't believe that, Jordyn. But still, even if it was more than that, even if they hooked up, okay. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you know, move on. I mean, look, we're talking about what's so crazy about that situation. And I also have to say that, you know, Chloe made her tweet saying, you're the reason why my family broke up. And we were all like, girl, we saw your man cheating on TV when you were in labor. Like, stop that. That's not the reason why your family's broken up. But then she went back and said, no, it's not Jordyn's fault. I was just really hurt by Jordyn. I considered her to be a little sister. Tristan broke up our family. That's a reasonable response. Now, do I think we would have gotten that reasonable response if Chloe hadn't been dragged from Maine to Alaska? Nope, I don't. I think it's really clear that in the time before Jordyn's Red Table Talk interview, that the Kardashian Jenners and all their little flunkies and their weed carriers were going to try to stomp this girl in the mud. They were all gonna use their clout and their fame and their followers to jump on Jordyn and really make her out to be this horrible, irredeemable bad guy. But once the Red Table Talk interview came out, then Chloe realized that people were not on her side. Whatever good feeling that you might have been able to muster because your baby daddy is a habitual cheater. I don't know if the man is a sex addict. Here's my thing about Tristan Thompson. Now, not only are you cheating, but you're cheating out in the open. Though clearly there are ways to cheat and for nobody to know. When Jay-Z was cheating, we didn't know. We still don't know who Jay-Z was cheating with, when he did it, what year it was, because at least he had the decency to cheat responsibly. You can't just be out here cheating on the street, cheating in restaurants, cheating at the club, cheating with people that you know. Stop it. That's irresponsible. And you're famous, and this is like a 7-foot tall black man. Like, Are you dumb? What are you doing? And then like another part of it from Khloe's side, I'm sure, is you didn't even have the decency to cheat in the dark. You're doing it out in the open, and that's embarrassing, I'm sure. I've never been cheated out in public. I've been cheated on privately, and that's embarrassing too. But so there's that. So Khloe and her team of Botox weed carriers were intent on trying to drag this girl and drag her name, and I absolutely believe when Jordyn said on Red Table Talks that people were threatening her family, that her brother couldn't go to work, that her sister couldn't go to school, and they were all in on it. Kim had something to say, Khloe had something to say, Malika Hawk, aka The Help, okay, had something to say, Larsa Pippen, and it's like none of y'all have any room to say. Are you kidding me? First of all, Jordyn is young. She's 21. Who hasn't done some dumb shit when you were 21 years old? All of us. Every single one of us. But Khloe, who, first of all, Tristan Thompson has 2 kids right now under the age of, no, he had 2 kids in 18 months. So both of his children are like under the age of 2.5 or whatever. That means that Khloe got with Tristan while his first baby mama was 8 or 9 months pregnant, before she had the baby. And they were not low-key about it. They were out here. And then they were together, and then his first baby mama had her baby. So you want me to be mad about something that you've already done? Kim has been married 3 times. She got with Kanye the first time while Kanye was dating Amber Rose. Amber Rose has talked about how Kim and Kanye were getting it on behind her back, and she saw nudes that Kim was sending to Kanye while Kanye and Amber were in a relationship, and Amber texted Kim like, can you please stop? Like, this man is in a like, what are you doing? Kim did that. Okay, so we have Khloe's record and we have Kim's record. Then we have Malika Hawk, aka The Help. By the way, there's a picture out there. Please, if you have not seen this picture of Khloe, it's a Halloween picture. It's Khloe dressed as Snoop Dogg, and Malika and her sister, I don't know what the sister's name is. It's Megan Good and Megan Good's sister, and Khloe is dressed up as a pimp, and all of the black girls are on leashes, and it's supposed to be a play on years ago when Snoop Dogg showed up to the VMAs and he had women on leashes. Y'all are black women who signed up to be on a white woman's leash as a Halloween costume. Get out of here, okay? You can't say nothing to me, Aibileen. Stop it. Maybe I shouldn't slander Aibileen like that, because she was smart. Anyways, insert the name of a Raggedy maid character. But, so, we don't believe you. Malika Hawk, aka The Help, has been with a married man before. Larsa Pippen, aka, I don't know, Plastic Face Barbie. Sorry, okay, that's inappropriate. We're not going to surgery shame people, but I'm just saying their faces look weird because they've gotten too much. It's too much. You're getting too many fillers. It's too many injections. It looks strange. So Larsa has the nerve to be out here after she was caught publicly cheating on her husband Scottie Pippen with Future, of all people. Y'all want to talk about the sanctity of relationships. Y'all really want to be the people who are out here trying to stomp this girl in the mud because Khloe's baby daddy ain't shit. You have absolutely no legs to stand on. It is the fact that they were all trying to get in on it is just what it was so gross to me, and that's why so many black women in particular were like, oh no, we're not going to do that because y'all are all shady, y'all are all morally questionable, and then on top of it, y'all are grown. Grown, super grown. Marsha Pippen is like 44. Kim Kardashian is 38. Khloe is 35. Malik is 35. Y'all are using all of this effort to come after a 21-year-old. Jordyn is young enough to be Larsa's daughter. Stop it. You look foolish. And then Larsa now has come out and try to be like, oh, well, that wasn't bullying. Yes, girl, you were. Y'all were all trying to round up to jump on this girl. And the only reason why y'all stopped is because there was backlash. And this is how, you know, why Jordyn is so fortunate. Because, you know, I know Jordyn really did play up the black girl card on Red Table Talks. But, you know, if this were any other, just a regular old black girl, it would have been over for her. It would have been over for her. Remember when Offset got caught cheating with whoever that was? I don't even know if it was a rapper, one of those the new rap girls with the doll in her name. And then the girl got on Instagram and was like, I didn't know that they were married. And we were like, girl, shut up. Now, come on now. Now, if it had been a regular black girl that Tristan cheated with, then that girl's life would have been dust. It would have been over. But because of the type of black, you know, Jordyn is biracial. One, you know, she got light skin and she's privileged. She can call on Uncle Will and Auntie Jada. And if not for the Smiths, we would not have seen the turn in public opinion regarding Jordyn. And that's really how Jordyn won this war. You gotta utilize your networks. Because the Red Table Talk, I don't know who thought of it. I think Jordyn said that she came up with the idea to do the Red Table Talk. But that was a great look for her. She did exactly what she needed to do. They laid it out so perfectly. So first of all, what they laid out which was so smart, you know, I think Jada is so freaking good at Red Table Talk and being a host. So the first thing they did was lay out that, like, Jada tried to be like, well, it's 3 families and we're all hurting, you know. And I kind of liked that because it was like she was inserting herself, right? She was being like, oh, I'm going to be the intermediary, because that's not her kid. But it was interesting the way that Jada was just like, oh, we're in this now, okay? So that was interesting. But the way that on that Red Table Talk, Will showed up, Jada showed up, Gammy showed up, and the way that even Jordyn herself just played it so well. First of all, you know, that outfit, the little simple black bodycon dress and the simple white sneakers. I was like, who dressed you? And then the makeup was all understated, you know. She was really on her, you know, I'm just a girl, I'm just a black girl. I mean, the optics were wonderful. Like, really well played. The way that the conversation progressed was really great. You know, who's to say? I don't know if in Jordyn's everyday life if she identifies as black or if she identifies as biracial or both. But even playing up the, well, I'm a black girl trying to fight off all of these white women angle, yes, perfect. Yes, Jordyn, play it up, show us your edges, okay? You know, like playing up the racial aspect of it. And not to say that the racial aspect is not real, it is real, but you know, when I was watching them go that direction, I was like, I wonder if Jordyn is a fight the power kind of black person every day, or are you a fight the power black person when your ass is in trouble and you're being harassed by the Kardashians, because, you know, I'm certainly you've seen all of the backlash and the critiques that black women have been hurling at the Kardashians all these years. But anyways, I just thought that was so good and smart, and I do have questions about Jordyn's story, but overall in that interview, in that segment, she came off as super sweet and thoughtful, and I love Jada, and I guess I like Will, and if they're willing to vouch for you, then we're cool. And that segment achieved exactly what it needed to. It got people off of Jordyn's back, and I really think that people responded so strongly, in part because they don't like the Kardashians, and I think, you know, that's a reasonable view. If you don't like him, you don't like him, whatever. But in part because people also don't like bullies. They were trying to bully that girl. You know, if you care so much about protecting your kids and protecting your family, do it behind closed doors. Jordyn wouldn't have even have had to go public or whatever if not for Chloe and the help getting on social media and running their mouths about it. Now, y'all could have just avoided lots of dragging if you would have just kept it to yourself. But no, you just had to speak out or whatever, and then you got dragged from Maine to Miami. And I'm glad it happened. And that's all I have to say about that. You know what I'm really fascinated about right now? This anti-Semitism conversation that's happening. You know, I am not making any statements about it publicly because I guess I don't know enough, or I don't know. I have been so confused. Like, Ilhan Omar has gotten a lot of shit recently for things that she said about Israel being a murderous regime. I think, like, is it homophobic? Is it anti-Semitic to say that the state of Israel is a murderous regime? Or is that a fact? Because it seems like when you say that, people say that it's anti-Semitic. And I'm like, but isn't that the truth? Is it anti-Semitic to say that AIPAC is a colossal lobbying organization? But it has the letters PAC in it, PAC. So aren't they telling us what they are? Like, I don't, it's like, okay, how, yes, I understand being sensitive to anti-Semitism, and, you know, we know that, like, a big anti-Semitic trope is Jews are controlling the world with their money or whatever. But what is, please tell me, what is a not anti-Semitic way to say that Jewish lobbying organizations are using money to buy support? Can you never say money when you're talking about Jewish people? No, I think anti-Semitism is horrible, and clearly it kills. But the people who are killing Jewish people are not the Ilhan Omars, are talking about the way that AIPAC and the Israel lobby is buying support from Congress people. Those are different people. And I saw a clip of Barry Weiss from the New York Times on The View, and she was basically equating the stuff that Ilhan Omar says about, I don't know, the money and the fact that you basically have to be pro-Israel no matter what side of the aisle that you're on, or you're called anti-Semitic. She was equating that with, like, hard alt-righters who literally say that we need to kill Jews because they're trying to kill off the waspy white people. Like, it just is weird to me. You know, I feel like I need to have a conversation about this with, like, a black Jewish person or something, because I am so confused. Like, can you just let me know? Because I feel like I pride myself on being able to recognize offensive things and call it out and weed it out. But I've been so perplexed because when I see Ilhan Omar's tweets, Ilhan Omar, and then you have people saying that's anti-Semitic, and I'm like, I don't see it. What am I missing here? You know, and I don't want to reflexively be like, oh, that's Jewish fragility, but I don't know. Just let me know in what context is it appropriate to talk about Israel. Is there no context? We're never allowed? I don't know. It just seems really weird. It seems to me, as somebody who is not Jewish, so maybe I'm wrong, it seems to me like Jewish people weaponize their identity to shut down every single conversation about Israel and money and lobbying and crimes. That's what it seems like to me. Is that anti-Semitic to say? I don't know. I don't know. All I know is it's super strange that in a world where, you know, the people who are actually marching in the streets against Jewish people are not being talked about, but we're talking about, you know, black women and women of color who question the, I don't know, the inseparability of U.S. policy from Israeli interests. I don't know, that seems pretty weird. Okay, I think I'm done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. There are a couple of questions in my inbox. I am going to get to them ASAP. Leave a comment, send me a message about things that you want to talk about. Somebody sent me a really interesting topic about friendship and if you have different interests, and I just did a video about friends, so I wanted to space out those videos, but that's all I have. I'm going to record a video about leaving Neverland. Bye guys, see you later.